7, no budget. They don't have a marketing budget. Now, guess why no one has a marketing budget, Tony? Well, because marketing doesn't work. It's just a waste of money. I put money into marketing, it doesn't work. Well, why doesn't it work? Well, you don't have any people to do it. It's got a you focus. Your pricing's way out of whack with who you're trying to target with your thing. You don't test, you don't measure. You're using just one strategy and you're hoping like heck it works. Because here's the average person's marketing plan in business. Hey, someone called from the radio. They said they got a great deal on ads. Should we do that? Yeah, throw some dollars at it. No, it didn't work. Okay. So how do we budget for marketing? Well, the way we budget for marketing, I wrote a whole book on this subject called Buying Customers, and I've just rewritten the book, Buying Customers 2.0. And the reason I had to write that book is because you have to understand that you cannot just get new customers. You actually have to buy them. You actually have to invest money to buy a customer. If you put $1,000 into a marketing campaign and you get 10 new customers, you just bought $100 a customer. Now, the question is, what's the lifetime value of that customer in order to make a profit out of that customer? So you sit there and you look at your cost. We call it acquisition cost. What's your cost of acquiring a new customer? How much do you spend to buy a customer right now? Now, again, you got to test and measure to know that. You got to measure the results to know those numbers. Let's imagine. Well, actually, I'll go back to when I first learned this strategy, Tony, got to be almost 20 years ago. I was working with a gentleman who owned a bakery. Now, in his bakery, he ran an ad every week in the local newspaper, $300 for his advertisement. Now, I asked him the question, how many responses do you get to your advertisement? Guess his answer?
I don't know.
Exact answer he gave me. I said, I just sit there and go, isn't that stupid? I said, would you pay someone $300 a week and check if they turned up to work or not? Well, of course I would. Well, if you're paying $300 a week for an ad, shouldn't you check that it works? So he started asking customers, by the way, how did you find out about us? And of course, what we found out is he got about 3 customers a week from his ad. Great. So you're spending $100 to buy a customer. He said, I know. I said, how much do they spend when they come into your store? He said, about $4.50. I said, well, great. You're losing $95.50 for every customer you buy. That's genius. You got to get them back to your store approximately, because his profit on the $4.50 was about $1.20. So you got to get them back to your store approximately 80 times to recoup your money on that customer. That's just crazy. And he looked at me and goes, well, should I stop? I said, no, let's just change the ad. Because you got to buy customers at a cheaper price. So I wrote him a new ad. Now, he almost died when I showed him this ad. Because I tried one of his chocolate eclairs. They were great. I wrote the ad. Free chocolate eclair. Award-winning European bakery giving away free chocolate eclairs to anyone that cuts out and brings in this advertisement. Blah, 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 blah. I showed him the ad. Guess what his response was? Can't possibly do that. There's no way. He says to me, Brad, do you know how many hundreds of people would come in for that to get a free eclair? I'm looking at him and go, no, how many 100 people would come in to get the free eclair? Now, interestingly enough, the first week was about 560 people. Here's the thing. The eclair cost him about 30 cents to make. Okay, sugar, flour, wages, all that stuff. So 500 people came into his store that had never been to his store before to get a free eclair. Now, while they were there, because I trained the front counter stuff, while they were there, they spent on average $5.50. How come? When you get something for free, you feel like, oh, I should buy some other things while I'm here. Fantastic. We also collected their name and details because we said, oh, fantastic, you're here for the free eclair. Excellent. Fill in your name and details. We got to put them on our database, so we've got repeat business that we can build out of these people. It's crazy. 1 in every 17 people that came in for the free eclair grabbed the eclair, did a runner. It's people overestimate the numbers that won't come back and that sort of thing. But, in the end, you have to understand that you are buying customers. And if you allocate budget to it, you don't allocate, hey, I've spent $5,000 a month on marketing. You say, all right, we buy customers for $10 a piece. Let's just use a round number. We need 50 new customers a month. Great. So there's your budget. 50 times 10 is your budget because that's how many new customers you need per month. Now, if you want 100, it's 1,000. Now, if you're buying customers for $100 a piece and you want 50 of them, you know your budget. Not complex. I try and make everything simple, Tony. You know that. That's my goal in business. It's to make it simple.
Simple and practical.
Yeah. Able to use it. Able to do it. So that's point number 7. And once I teach people that, interestingly enough, Tony, they want to increase the amount of money they put into marketing because they see it's an investment. It's not an expense. It's not a cost. I put out $5, I get back 10. great. If the bank offered you, give me 5, I'll give you back 10 in a month, you would go to the bank every month with 5. Marketing is
a lot more than 5.
Yeah, as many 5s as you had, I'm pretty
right.
sure. But that's the whole thing. You should be buying as many customers as your business can handle. Not more, not less, as many as you can handle. And that's what a marketing budget has to look like. So we need to make sure we know that we're buying them. Now, here's an interesting one, Tony. When I first learned this strategy, I owned a dog food business. Now, in my dog food business, I was buying customers with radio advertising for about $22. With TV, I was buying them for about $4.50. But the TV only worked between the hours of 9 and 11 when I can get a 3-minute infomercial type ad and that sort of thing. And I still needed more customers to keep our volumes and growth rate that we needed to justify the capital. And so I'm sitting there thinking, okay, where else am I going to get them? So I went to newspaper and I was testing ad after ad. And the best I could do in the newspaper was buying customers for $55 a piece. Now, when a customer came to us, they spent $108, of which $38 was profit. So I had a marketing budget of $38. Does that make sense? Yes, I can spend up to $38. Now, $22 for radio, brilliant. $22 out, $38 in. $4.50 for TV, brilliant. $4.50 out, $38 in. Newspaper, the best I could get, being a guru and all, $55. Now, here's the question I ask in my seminars. It's a pretty important question. Did I keep running the newspaper ads? Now, what do you think most people say at the seminar? No.
They would say no.
Yeah, most people say no. And I said, well, hang on. I did keep running them. And it's not because I'm crazy. It's because my average customer came back every 6 weeks for 3 years. So my average customer, we made about 800 profit on, thousands in revenue, but about 800 in profit. So, yeah, it wasn't an unlimited marketing budget. I had to wait. I call that an investment acquisition. So I had to get them back a second time to recoup my marketing money in that customer. Now, it was still worth doing because I needed the volume to grow the business, but I had to really think about my marketing in that time to say, hey, I don't want to do this crazy way. I want to do this in a way that makes real sense.
No, I think these are some great points in terms of growing and evaluating your business and where to put your money. So I think a lot of people are going to really enjoy listening to this.
Well, I hope so, buddy, because, the interesting thing about business people is that we don't know what we don't know. And it doesn't matter how long you've been in business or whatever. If you're not reading a new book or learning a new thing this week, your business, if I can be really blunt, Tony, because, I'm Australian and you're from the right side of America where bluntness is okay. You don't live there anymore, but, you understand blunt. We grow to our level of incompetence, and if your level of incompetence in marketing is level 1, then that's as far as your business can grow. Sales grows a business 1 customer at a time. Marketing grows at 1,000 customers at a time. So you've got to get good at marketing if you really want success in business. There's no 2 ways about it. I mean, dang, what am I at now? 16 books on business and wealth and investing, and I still sit there every day. I read new stuff and just get blown away that, dang, why haven't I learned that earlier? So, yeah, but that's a big important one.